Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm working on a Toyota pickup truck. This is a 96 Toyota Tacoma. It is a two-wheel drive. I believe it's a 22RE. It has a 4-cylinder that's injected, so I'm guessing it's a 22RE. The reason I have this Toyota pickup is I needed a truck that I could take out into the hills and go mountain biking in. And I don't mean like going off-road and going through ruts and stuff. I mean just driving to a trailhead and being able to just take my bike out of the bed, go up the hill, cruise around, have a good time. So basically what I'm doing with this right now is while Morgan's inside cleaning the inside of the truck, I'm out here fixing the paint. I have 3 little areas where I've already kind of compounded out, which is really weird because this looks the best, this one looks the worst, and this one is the second best. And I don't mean the worst, I just mean it's not like perfect. This right here is a cheap rubbing compound. I think it's like 10 bucks for a quart. And then these two are more expensive. Let me show you the products that I was using. So here is a number 2 in the Perfect It 3-stage. This one didn't do the greatest just because it's so oxidized. I mean, it was pretty understanding. This is more of a polish. This compound did pretty dang well, honestly. I mean, it's a very expensive product, very good product. This is the one that worked the best. And it's kind of ironic how like this has the red on it before and after. But I don't know why it worked the best, but it worked pretty dang good. I don't really have much in here, and these are like 10 bucks. I'm just gonna pour some of the stage 1 compound, the expensive stuff in here, a little bit of water, mix it around, and then I'm just gonna hit the whole entire truck. I'm really stoked. It should be a pretty cool project. Paint will look good. I have a new bumper coming on the way. This has seen better days. So I just did the fender. I ended up using an orange medium cut pad. The only reason I decided to opt that way was I had one that was already previously semi-damaged, which is totally fine. There is a lot of paint transfer going on, so this paint is pretty thin, or it is a 1-stage where all the clear coat is gone. It's working out really well. Here's the fender. I am running it at a really low RPM. I'm running it about 1600. It's looking pretty dang good. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, like, there's the before and there's the after. What I'll do is I will finish up doing this whole entire side, and then I will throw some polish on it. I don't think I need to do like a full 3-step process on this. I think it just needs a buff and a polish, and then maybe a layer of like some Carnauba wax or something. It's looking pretty good. The paint is turning out a lot better than I thought it would, and it's going pretty quick. All right, so I just finished compounding this side of the truck. Turned out excellent. I mean, it turned out way better. You got this area up here, you got the roof to do, and then we got the tailgate and the other side. What's nice about like doing this compounding and fixing your paint is you don't need a machine to do it. Like, you can get applicator pads and kind of just sit there and do it by hand. It is a lot more of a tedious process, and it does take a lot longer, but you can still achieve pretty much the same exact results, just with a little more time. If you are looking into maybe using like a machine to polish it, I would recommend, I think it's like a DA, like a dual action, the one that kind of just vibrates, and then you put a compound pad on there, and then compound, and then slowly take your time. Don't go fast with it. Go in a lower setting and kind of get used to the machine. And then once you get to the point where you're really comfortable with it, or if you want to just do something fast, you can always get one of these, an orbital, you know, pick your speed, pick your pad, kind of go with it. I've been doing this a long time. I actually started out doing it by hand, as far as like doing the cars, like I started out with my mom's car when I was like 14. I got a little bit of the compound and some wax from the store, and it was like an old Buick, and it was like really faded paint. And I must have spent at least, I mean, I'm not joking when I say this, I spent at least 2 weeks by hand just going through every crevice, door jams. That car turned out perfect. I wish I could have some pictures to show you guys, but it was like, the paint was worse than this originally, and it turned out like beautiful. So when people say you need to do this by machine or you need a shop to do this, no. You can achieve this type of quality by doing it just by hand. So here's a little before. And granted, I did just washed it and clay barred it. This is actually the paint where it's like all faded like that. And then you go to this side. Beautiful. So let's go to the other side. So we pretty much have the entire truck done compound wise. All I'm doing is finishing up the roof. The paint looks absolutely amazing all the way through. Looks awesome. Right now I'm doing the roof. This is before. kind of like all this gunk and stuff, and it's all yucky. And there's after. So finish up this little section of the roof, and then I'm gonna polish the truck. But you can just tell there's the difference right there, before and after. There's the roof all done and polished out. That's it for the truck. Got this little section here. I can't get in there with my orbital. I could, but it's gonna mess it up by hitting like the plastics. So I'm just gonna do it by hand. So basically what I'm gonna do is just get a little bit of compound, put it on there, rub it through, wipe it off. Just finished every step. Right now there is a layer of wax on the car. As you can see, it is around the truck. It's drying right now. Running so it warms up a little bit. Turned out awesome. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean up all my stuff and take all the trash and throw it away, and then let this dry for a few minutes and then buff it off.